Ngayon nasa 30s ka na, sino ba yung quality na tao na pwede mong itira kasi you can't maintain the same level of friendship with everyone. You can only nourish a few people. Welcome to the Brewing a Better You, a podcast about the realities, self-worth, life experiences, lessons, and everything in between of 30-something, shared by someone who's navigating life blindly in his 30s, together with the stories of others, because at the end of the day, you don't need to have it all figured out. Hello, and it's already December. Second of December already, and sino dito yung nakapag-check na ng kanilang Spotify rap? And nakatuwa kasi this is the first time na nagawa ko ng content or ng podcast through Spotify. Merong rap din for creators. So, thank you. Wow, thank you sa fans. We have 5,000. 5,000, joke lang, 53. We have 53 fans. So, baka makita, 53 fans. And na nasa top 10 nila ang Brewing a Better You podcast. We have 40 fans na nasa top 5 ang podcast, and we have 11 fans. Wow, thank you. Grabe, may 11 fans. You're the number one show for 11 fans. Kung sino man kayo, message nyo ako, pakita nyo to. Sige, magbibigay tayo ng something. Oh, nakatuwa naman. Wala lang. Nakita to na may 11 fans tayo na nasa ako'y pinapakinggan nila yung mga kung ano-anong kwentong stories, lessons na na-share ko dito. So, nakatuwa. So, thank you. Thank you po sa mga nag-share. Nag-share, mga nakikinig at nag-share sana ng friends. And ito yung mga kasabayan nating top shows daw. Well, Cool Pals sa Lecheng Pag-ibig. Well, yun na yung alam ko. Well, meron dito Bear It All podcast, which tumadaan din sa reels ko. And Good Times with Mo. Pero fan ako mismo ng Lecheng Pag-ibig to. And so, thank you. At nakakategorize din tayo with this kind of shows na alam kong kilala talaga. So, sana, sooner or later, makilala rin tayo with this kind of sharing. So, thank you sa mga tuloy-tuloy, consistent din nakikinig, and lalo na sa mga taong nag-share nitong podcast natin to other people. And so, now, it's part 3 of our lessons from sa 30s. So ngayon, pag-usapan natin ay si letter F. So, ito yung the rest of them all. Kasi, family and friends. So, let's talk about, ulitin na life. Bakit naging life engineer? So, L stands for liberty. I stands for impact. Liberty to do whatever you want. Impact, live in a purpose. Then, F is for family and friends, or in short, loved ones mo. And E for energy, or how do you take care of your well-being? So, yung L, I, and E na-discuss na siya na last 2 episodes. So, we'll talk about F, which is family and friends. It's more on the connection, your love, your time with your family, your emotional support. So, here are the next lessons to complete our 30 lessons now that nag-birthday tayo. So, first lesson, which is family time is never wasted time. So, saan tayo nanggagaling dito? Before, napakinggan ko rin to sa isa kong kliyente. In-enjoy na niya yung time na pa-teenager pa lang yung anak niya, na as in gala sila, magkakasama silang pamilya. Kasi pagdating ng teenager, most of us, pinagdaanan din ito na ayaw nang kasama yung family kapag, or ayaw nang na kikitang kasama yung parents kasi Alam mo, ayaw mo nang binibaby ka na. Pero ngayong we're getting older, and as we get older, our parents are also getting older. Doon naman natin ngayon nakikita na, hala, sana we have more time to give back, to spend time with them. It's just that we have to work. We have to spend time also to earn money and build our own life. Kaya nawawalan tuloy ng time or nababawasan yung goal na time with the family, with their parents. Kaya yung mga simple na errands, yun yung way ng pag-serve ngayon sa family mo. And hindi na yun mababalik. So our parents are not getting any younger. So sooner or later, or maybe most of 30s naman nasa may sarili ng pamilya, mawawala na kayo ng time sa parents mo kasi extended family na sila. So, magiging second priority na ngayon. Or baka hindi lang second priority ang parents kasi nga may work, may other responsibilities pa. Kaya, every moment counts. Your family time is really a never wasted time. So, enjoy the time with them. Kasi these moments, this time with your family become your life's strongest memories na pwede mo ring baunin pagtanda mo. Ayun, 'di ba? Medyo heavy siya kasi we're not getting any younger. So our parents, which leads to number two, dahil our parents are aging, we really should cherish them. And every time na nag-grow tayo, they're also growing older. And you have to find time to spend time with them. So take photos, listen to their stories, show up when kaya. When kaya. Kapag kaya. So love them with show affection habang they could still appreciate the affection that you could provide na kaya pa nilang i-receive, kaya nilang i-express na na-appreciate nila yung love na binibigay mo. So, connected yung dalawa. Kaya doon na rin papasok na maybe, hopefully, by the time na tayo naman yung tumanda, our kids, dami ko side comment, that our kids would also cherish the time with us. Na kapag meron na rin silang sariling pamilya, hindi tayo makakalimutan and they still have time for us. So, same goes yun. So, ano man yun eh. Babalik din yung mga actions na ginagawa mo today. So, kung ano yung gusto mong maging pakikitungo ng future generation mo sa'yo, yun yung gawin mo for your parents. So, you really have to cherish them. Then, next, number 3, love should not feel confusing. Love should feel consistent. Kasi, we're not talking just about intimate relationship or just your love partner or your significant other. We're also talking about friendships. And friendships and love shouldn't feel confusing, doesn't make you guess. So, hindi ka dapat nag-overthink dito sa mga taong ito. Na kung may ginawa ka bang mali, bakit ganyan sila mag-react or what? Or sadya lang dahil pag 30s na wala ka ng, look, di man na, dapat na-feel yun. Dahil madami ng ibang kailangan pag-usapan or pagtuunan ng pansin. Na yung feeling na kala mo hindi ka importante eh. Nag-zone out lang pala tong friend mo na 30s. So, I mean, hindi mo na, unlike nung high school, di ba? Pag sobrang, hindi kita bati, ganyan. So, kung ayaw ka talaga ng mga tao ngayon, kung ayaw ka nila. And I think that's normal. You can't please everyone. You can't be everyone's cup of tea. So, love brings clarity, steady, consistent, may peace. Hindi dapat ito draining, hindi dapat ito toxic. Kaya kapag lagi kang nag-aalangan dito sa friends mo or sa partner mo na may problema ba? Kailangan ba bang ayusin? Kasi draining siya, di ba? Naka-anxious. Na ang daming pang ibang bagay na kailangan pag-usapan. Kailangan pagtuunan ng pansin. Like yung work, how to earn money. Kasi, girl, ang daming problema ngayon. Ang mahal ang gastusin. Kasi isipin pa, dadagdag pa yung, may nagawa ba ako mali? May, ano bang kailangan ko pang gawin or how can I make it better? So, ang hirap pang mag-mind games or mag-assume ng ano pa yung kailangan gawin. Unless, bibigyan na nga lang niya na very black and white na, eto kailangan ko ganyan. So, that kind of suggestion, it doesn't mean that there's a problem with you. It's just that alam na ang nanggagaling ngayon yung ganong suggestion because these people love you because they don't want you to feel stagnant in life. Kaya gusto nila mag-improve pa. But not because may problema. Diba? So ito yung lesson. Piliin mo yung love, piliin mo yung friendships na nagbibigay sa'yo ng peace, consistency. Lalo na yung mga friends na very low maintenance, pero pag nakita ka tayo, ay, good job, ay, kamusta yung career, supportive sa group mo, supportive yung group mo sa'yo. Kasi ito yung mga taong magpapalago sa'yo lalo, mag-expand lalo ng net worth mo, ng worth mo, net worth, ng worth mo. And then, low-key lang. Hindi kailangan everyday magkausap. So, yun yung friendship, yun yung love na worth really keeping. So, next, number 4, healing really takes time. And most often than not, akala mo okay ka na, pero di ba pala? So, healing really takes longer than expected. So, yung mga taong nagsasabing may deadline ang pagbe-breakdown, it's really somehow help you productively. Pero kung hindi mo pa siya na-embrace, hindi mo pa na-absorb, or hindi mo pa na dadigest yung problema, having that kind of deadline is a short-term solution only. So really have to have a time to digest, to absorb, to process, yan yung word, to process yung healing mo. So, this also comes with people who genuinely care will understand bakit hindi ka pa kagad okay. Diba? So, wag mo madaliin pag-heal. Kasi, if manadali mo to, baka mamaya, it would affect also your relationships with your friends and your family. And next, number 5 is that friendships evolve. Some people grow with you. Isipin natin yung context ng college, no? Feeling natin, lahat ng tao ng college, kasabay natin sila mag-grow. Kasi we're, 4 years, 5 years kayo magkakasama. So, nakasanayan mo silang, sige, tara, grow. Sabay-sabay tayong mag-break, sabay-sabay tayong lalaro, kakain. It's just that after school, doon makikita na may iba't iba na tayong life experiences that would help us grow faster than the usual people that we have with. And some also grow in different ways, in different direction. Iba nagkaroon ng ganitong problema, and that problem made them mature in this kind of direction. And that's part of life. So, okay lang na ma-grow mo sila or sila ma-grow ka nila kasi iba't iba nga tayo na experience sa life. But it does not mean that you're not friends with them anymore. Meron pa rin connection kasi ang dami yung pinagdaanan before. It's just that meron tayo iba't ibang seasons in life. And yung season mo ngayon is totally different with the seasons that they have. currently, dun nga mapasok yung friendships. Doesn't evolve at the same pace and at the same direction. Oh, parang velocity lang. Yung growth ng bawat friends mo and even ikaw is not the same as yung growth mo at ng friends mo are not are not the same. Do not come from different. Basta magkaiba ng direction, magkaiba ng pace. Kaya wag kang magtampo na bakit sila mas magaling na or baka mamaya you make yourself shrink just to make them feel na hindi kayo at par na. Diba? So, yeah, you really have to accept that you outgrow each other. But it doesn't mean nga na hindi na magka-friends. Then, lastly, number 6 is to protect your inner circle. Now that we're in your 30s, I posted one time sa threads, bakit kaya at pag 30s na umuunti na yung friends or umuunti na yung mga nakakausap mo or umuunti na rin yung way you post? It's because you crave for quality people over quantity compared with nung 20s tayo na sige, may friends tayo dito sa kabila, may friends ulit tayo sa kabila. Yung college friends natin, workmates natin sa unang work, friends natin sa kabilang org, sa kabilang. So, lahat yan pupuntahan mo. Ngayon, nasa 30s ka na. Sino ba yung quality na tao na pwede mong itira? Kasi you can't maintain the same level of friendship with everyone. You can only nourish a few people. Because you have to decide sino yung ititira mo sa inner circle mo and then nurture them, nourish those relationships with them. Kasi these people will help you grow, will help you put in a peaceful state of mind, and this will help you hindi ka mababaliw na attendan lahat ng parties, lalo na ngayong Christmas season na, uy, punta dito, ganyan. So, you have priorities already na, eto, puntahan ko, sila yung puntahan ko kasi alam mo sarili mo na sila yung mga importanteng tao sa buhay mo na hindi mo kayang bitawan or sila yung best. Sila yung best people at your current season, di ba? So these people brings you peace, loyalty, trust, and joy. And hindi kailangang mamahalin ang way ninyo to catch up kasi they understand each other. Your circle understand one another's priorities, kung saan kayo nanggagaling. And so these are the 6 lessons that I learned as dito sa family and friends with now that I'm in 30s. And medyo medyo madami. Hindi siya medyo, pero madami talaga siya. Pero alam kong mas madami pa, tinrim down lang natin siya into 30s. And I hope these lessons baka magbago pa rin ito in the future. Hindi siya hope pala. It will really change in the future. Depende ngayon sa kalalakihan ko, katatandaan ko, and depende ulit sa mga taong makasalumuha ko. Pero I think that that life would still be valuable. It's just that magkakaroon lang ng different angle siguro or different perspective. And your 1 year ago self is totally different compared, di ba totally, sige. Most likely, marami nang pinagbago sa sarili mo with just 1 year. Now that we're entering 2026, what do you really value? What do you really want for your life? Kasi doon ngayon manggagaling maging actions mo, ang your decisions this 2026 that will help you move forward, to grow, to pick the right people to journey with, and to pick the right people na ila-let go. Kasi dun mo malalaman saan ka ba papunta? Anong direction ng growth mo? And once na alam mo yun, mas alam mo yung path na gusto mong puntahan, other things will fall into its rightful place. And hindi ka na mahirapan ngayon ma-achieve yung gusto mo kasi the supporting characters, the environment, your health is all aligned doon sa path na gusto mong mangyari for you. Ayun. Ayun. So, again, this is Brewing a Better You podcast. We brew each other. Wow. We brew each other's life to a better self. And the lessons that we got from this podcast is not just about my own my own stories. So, hopefully, magbigay din kayo. Ano ba topics yung next natin pag-uusapan? Kasi, mas nag-merge, alam mo yun. There's no right manual na pag ito nangyari, ito gawin yan. Di, ang dami pwede pang gawin pag sa isang senaryo. Ang dami mo pwedeng maging options eh. And I don't have all that answers. That's why I need your help. I need your stories. I need also your inputs. So, if you find this episodes really helpful, reshare it your stories, tag your friend who would really benefit from this episode. And again, thank you sa mga nakikinig. It's already episode 24. And thank you. More episodes to come, more stories to come, more lessons to come. Hindi naubos ang lessons in life. May iba't ibang way lang how life throws those lessons to us. So, ayun lang. So if you're in Spotify, click the follow button. If you're in YouTube, click the subscribe button. So see you on the next episode.